Other left. All right, listen, I want to make sure that my lighting is correct and everything. So we got Tyreek Hill. One of the most troubling aspects of having a player like Tyreek Hill.
Although born in Chicago and a lifelong Bears fan, he grew up in sunny Orange County, California, where his passion for storytelling led him to start his career at the Orange County Register. Known for his sharp humor and infectious energy, he has been a cornerstone of the NFL Network since 2011, bringing his unique personality to shows like NFL Fantasy Live, Good Morning Football Weekend, and NFL Total Access. It is a pleasure to welcome the one and only Adam Rake. What was the initial spark for you in storytelling? Why do you love it so much?
For me, I was drawn to sports, and I loved Saturday Night Live. And so those were the two things that I was the most interested in growing up, and I wanted to be a part of it. I thought I was going to be an athlete, and I tried, and I got as far as high school, and then, I did try to play a little baseball at Fullerton. They're like, no, you're not good enough. And I'm like, no, I know, I can see it. I have eyes. I'm in the moment. I understand I'm not good. So, but I was going to college and really just didn't have a path, and was just, I signed up. I was the only member of the first member of my family to graduate from a 4-year. So I didn't know how that worked. So I was a business major, and I hated business. I hated all the classes. So talking to one of my friend's moms over the Christmas break one year, she goes, how's school going? I'm like, awful. And she goes, why don't you study journalism? She was an educator, knew I was a writer. And I'm like, you can do that? She's like, yeah. Like, you know how you get mad at the sports writers at the Press Enterprise? I'm like, yeah. She's like, you could do that. I'm like, I could go to college for that? So that got me into it. And then I started, covering high school sports for the LA Times, got internships, not only with the NFL, but with the Dodgers and all these other things. And then eventually, once I got into it, I fell in love with it. And I did try to go legit one time. I thought I'm not making any money. This is disappointing. I spent 3 months renting cars for Hertz, not even Enterprise. Wasn't even cool enough for Enterprise, for Hertz. And then I'm like, nah, I got to go back. I got to do whatever it takes, sacrifice whatever, not make money for 20 years, and go do what I got to do.
Dominance. Welcome, everybody. Adam Rink, Jonathan Rifkin, delighted to be with you. And AR, this is your first broadcast. What are you looking forward to here for the Titans?
It's great to be back home at Titan Gym, historic Titan Gym, a place that I've been going to for generations.
You've been an NFL host for years, and
yeah,
that's what you're known for. But
years.
Now you're doing commentating for Fullerton. So is that something that you've always wanted to do? Have you always wanted to be a commentator?
I love it. I love it, and it could not be the most perfect situation. It's a big leap of faith, asking people to respect you or take the leap with you as you're going from football, oh, now you're just commentating on basketball. But it's not basketball. It's Cal State Fullerton basketball. I know this. When you sit there and you look at all the All-Americans up on the wall, Cedric Ceballos, Leon Wood, Scott Cutley, who else is up there? Rodney Anderson had his number retired. I watched each and every one of those players play. There's nothing I could do, be more authoritative on than Fullerton hoops.
You're getting close to the free throw contest anyways. If you get an opportunity to go out there and make a basket, perhaps win a game, you got to go out and do it. I love his enthusiasm.
Would you consider calling other sports or just basketball?
What's funny is right when I was up there doing it, I'm like, you need help for the baseball team? I'm also, I could do that as well. So it is something that once you get an opportunity, because like you said, I've been doing NFL for so long, but this is a new and unique challenge. Trying something new at my age, being this far along in my career. It's not I'm not a young man being I'm trying to do everything. I'm an established person. I could mail it in right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk about football forever. I'm still looking for challenges. I still want to try something new. I've not given up on Saturday Night Live. I'm still, who knows, Lorne Michaels. But at the same time, I still want to challenge myself. And when they asked me, it was no hesitation. I don't know when I'm going to sleep. I don't know when I'm going to fit everything in, but I'm doing this because this is important to me.
How would you say your background in stand-up comedy helped you with your on-air style?
It gives you more confidence speaking in front of people. I think that's the biggest thing. I would implore anybody who wants to go into broadcasting or anything like that, take a stand-up, try stand-up. I would try to get as much experience outside of just basic, what you're learning in the broadcasting realm, getting more into writing, getting more into presentation, script writing, all that stuff.
What would you recommend students, like future journalists, to get more involved in the industry?
You know, I think it all starts with writing.
Why do you think it's important to talk to / teach the younger generation?
That's, you know what, you're trying to just pay it forward. You're here for a small period of time, and you want to leave it better than you found it, and that's very important to me. So I really like the opportunity to go back and help students on their journey to help the youth. And I don't think I'm, raising the next Bukayo Saka, but I am trying to help them teach or learn or help them learn other lessons that'll make them successful in life, which I think is important.
Until this weekend, bear down, and Sammy, go ahead and play us out.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next.